One of the things that I picked up or caught during this little film piece was that adults can teach children self-control skills, because children don't know them automatically.
Absolutely, Jim. I think that we have to be very intentional in planning on giving children tools to teach them self-control. And it's planned by teachers observing children and looking at where they're coming from and what tools they do have, and then building on those, or using that term of scaffolding. Providing a good foundation and then giving them the supports so that they have the tools to work with.
When you talk about scaffolding, can you give me an example of that?
But do you want to talk about working with the...
Well, they've got a graphic up that shows, something that you're starting with is beginning to pick up perhaps some objects and hold some objects, like even our hammers, and then holding on to the crayons. Another one would be marking on the paper, and then beginning to do some writing or some scribbling with the paper, and then actually even leading on to writing.
So it's clear that you're not expecting, when children pick up a crayon for the first time, that they can write a letter, but that there are stages that children need to go through.
I happen to think that our grandchild was there, and he was 4 months old, and she grabbed onto my finger. And I said to her mother, I said, she's going to be a great writer, or hold a crayon well when she gets there, because that's that basic scaffolding. Okay, now pull out handout number 2, self-control skills. Handout number 2, self-control skills. And what I'm going to ask you to do is think about the individual children in your care and check off as self-control skills each child has achieved. Then rate that child's level of self-control. Is she a master of control, needs some help, needs a lot of help? We're just going to give you 5 minutes to start this. We don't expect you to complete it, but it would be good to complete it tomorrow. It'll give you a good idea of kids' self-control.